And Patrick Arkin.
Okay, Venus Patrick.
Yeah, Patrick, Daniel Crawley. I didn't hear from you if we're still on for Monday or not.
Oh, yes. So I apologize, Danny. Yes, we are on for Monday. Monday, and they're going to be there at 8:30. I'm going to send you an email.
Wonderful.
It's on my to-do list for today. So, yep. So Action will plan on being there. Let me pull up the information. We're trying to get everything done in a condensed kind of form as far as inspectors too. So we'll have one of our inspectors there, and they'll be kind of tending to the work, and also when it's all done, they'll be testing it to make sure it's operating and installed the way it should be. I believe the city inspector is going to be there on Monday too. The only person we couldn't coordinate with to be there on Monday was the electrical inspector. So the city electrical inspector has to go there to make sure the furnace, the electrical part of the furnace is installed.
That's fine. Just so they call ahead, because, may not be home. I might be at a doctor's appointment and my doorbell's messed up, so.
Sure. Yep. So,
And I'll see before their arrival that it's swept out to whatever. The only people I had down there were the cable people, so I had more cable put in.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good. That would be great if you could do that. And then if you remember, if you just make sure all the steps and everything are as cleared with stuff as possible, because I'll be bringing the furnace and stuff in through there. Yeah, and then make sure you have any parts that you want.
Yeah, I got
your furnace that's done when they get there.
Well, I don't want to hold them up. I mean, can't I do it before? I mean,
Do what?
take the parts out before they get here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, you said when they get there. I don't want them to watch me. I mean, I know.
No, before they get there.
I got you.
Before they get there. Yeah. If I misspoke, sorry.
That's fine. And then just so the building inspector focuses his intentions only on the installation aspect. So.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't speak for their job. I only know that they have to inspect it.
That's fine. That's fine.
As far as what else they do, I couldn't even tell you.
No problem. No problem. I'm not trying to cause any more problems. Okay, Patrick. If anything, so we're still on. We're on for 8:30 Monday morning. That's cool. Okay.
Yep. The crews said I got confirmation from Action that they'll be there at 8:30.
Okay.
At exactly 8:30 is what I was told.
That's fine. Yeah. Okay. All right. Just any changes, feel free to call me through the weekend.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You too. If anything pops up, don't hesitate to contact me.
All right.
And then you got the email with the resources that I sent you for the other stuff.
Yeah, but it's all dead end streets. I mean, they're resources, but are they useful and can I benefit by them? The answer is no. I mean,
how come?
For one way or another, I don't qualify.
Well,
what I read out of it, because I do suffer from dyslexia, but it seems to me I don't qualify.
I don't think that's the case.
Well, I'll look them over again. Like I said, I suffer from dyslexia. That's one of my disabilities. So
sure.
What I comprehend out of what I read, it just.
I mean, there's a neighborhood improvement program on that list that lists forgivable loans up to $30,000.
Yeah, but if you look at,
you wouldn't qualify for that.
Yeah, not to interrupt you, but if you look into the details of what they want or what makes you qualify, trust me. I mean, I'm not got nothing to lie. My monthly income is less than $2,100 a month.
Sure.
I mean, all kidding aside, period. But.
So. Well, I mean, if you want, I can continue to try to look at other potential.
That'd be wonderful.
Avenues and resources and let you know. I think I might have come across. We were at a conference this week, so might have come across a couple different resources in that conference that I can maybe refer you to.
otherwise to share this with you. I know what you folks do or whatever, but what if I were to insulate the walls from the inside out? Could I at least get the materials donated?
Um,
Could you ask at least?
well, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I can ask. I don't know if that's. I mean, who would you have do the work then?
I've got some people already working on my second floor, and it's just a matter of tearing out the wall and putting in, the rolled insulation.
Oh, I don't know if you want to go that route, Daniel. If you want to do it from the inside, I would recommend drilling holes from the inside and blowing in
Well,
drills. I mean, because
yeah.
it already looked like you had. I mean, it already looked like you had insulation, and from what we saw in the walls in the.
Well, I mean, added protection. I'm just saying, pardon the way I'll make it sound, but kind of a half-assed way of doing it. I can structure 2x4 framing right next to the existing wall and put the insulation in the 2x4 framing and then put drywall over the outside. But I can't afford all the materials.
Sure.
You're not gonna notice it when I'm done or when they're done. I mean, I'm just.
No, I think what you'd be better off doing, Daniel, from my opinion, what I've seen like I said, when I was there, you could see that your house, the walls had been insulated at one time with cellulose. So I would recommend looking into resources to re-side and re-roof your home.
Yes, sir.
And then when they do that, you can put on exterior foam insulation on.
Okay.
That exterior foam insulation, depending on, usually do an inch or an inch and a half. It depending on what type of board you put on. If you put on the pink or blue board, which is pretty common for people to do, it's about an R5 per inch.
Okay.
And one of the benefits of doing it on the outside is you prevent what's called thermal bridging.
Yep.
So in a regular studded wall, you have the insulation in there, but the studs have less R value, the wood, than the insulation itself.
I understand. It's a way. If you put the wrap on the outside of the whole job, then it even adds for more insulation.
Right, and it stops that thermal bridging. So yeah. I would recommend looking into those type of avenues rather than, because that would be a ton of work for you and a ton of money, and you'd actually end up losing square footage in your house. So I would recommend it's kind of attacking that from the outside, and there should be some resources in your area to help you with that, I would think.
Well, just for an example, to let you know, and I don't know if you know it, but you've heard of Running Rebels, right?
I have not.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
Running Rebels, am I saying it right? It's a children's group or a group that helps people. It's been around for 40 years here in Milwaukee.
No, I apologize. I'm newer to even though I've worked here in the past, I'm newer to this area.
Oh, well, anyways, it's called Running Rebels. It's called Running Rebels. Anyway, okay. They're located off of Walnut and 12th Street. My point is, they have crews of kids that do demolition work, just to give them something to do, to teach them a kind of a trade.
Sure.
So I mean, that's my source that are helping me do what I'm trying to explain to you, but that,
sure. But I've been in the building science industry for 16 years. It sounds like a feasible thing to do, but it's when you come down to doing it, you should have people that know what they're doing, because you can. Just not a simple thing is not installing that insulation right, which sounds like a really simple thing to do, but even contractors that do this for a living screw it up all the time.
Okay.
It's pretty amazing at how often such a simple task is not done properly. So I would really advise against that, and I really would advise you, because then, you're doing a lot for the value of your home, you're doing a lot for the energy efficiency of your home, and the durability of your home as well, by addressing the roof, the siding, and the insulation on the outside all at one time.
I got you.
You're kind of killing 3 or 4 birds with one stone. And I think that would, in the overall scheme of things, at least from my short assessment from viewing your home, would give you kind of the most bang for your buck.
That's fine. That's fine.
So I will, because what pops to mind is like a community development block grant, or there's another program called the Home Program, and I can try to look in the details of those programs and try to pass along that information when I get it.
I appreciate it. Yeah, because the other thing I'd like to be more in sync with, and is, believe it or not, is wind energy. And
Oh,
another
sure.
and another part of my disability, believe it or not, is I have sleep apnea. So I'm supposed to have. We Energy's already said to me, you know, they advised me to get a backup generator in case I lose power in the middle of the night, that I can use my machine.
Sure.
You know, but
that won't be difficult because it's such an expensive thing, and nobody really supports that, unfortunately, right now. Though I agree with you that I would like to, being in the energy efficiency industry, I'd like to have a house that's totally off grid. But
yeah.
it is a right now renewable resources are a pretty pricey investment.
Yeah, no, I know, and actually, there's only one place in Glendale that actually uses wind energy, in the industrial park over there off of Capitol Drive.
So yeah, those windmills are tens of thousands of dollars.
Yeah, well, actually, to be honest with you, I found one for $20,000, 150-foot mast.
Okay, yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, so then that doesn't count the electrical hookup aspect. The switchboard or whatever they call it.
Yeah, and the batteries.
Yeah.
Batteries run quite a bit of money.
Yeah, well, somebody gave me a tip about that just to throw at you, is go to the golf courses and ask for their old batteries from the year before.
Oh, sure, from the carts.
Yeah. I said, hey,
I know you can piggyback those all onto each other and make a big block.
Yep, exactly. I mean, YouTube's very resourceful, so I mean.
Yeah.
All right, well, hopefully anything changes. I'll be looking forward to 8:30 Monday morning. Otherwise, you have a nice weekend.
Yep, you too, Daniel, and I'll send you an email before I leave today.
All right, be safe. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Bye.
Okay.